Hello guys, in this video we're gonna learn how to transform an old bad sketch into a nice illustration. So let's start. I'm gonna first remove the visibility of the layers and I'm gonna leave the drawing. So this drawing I put it on 42% opacity so I can draw on top of it and I can see clearly. So I'm gonna delete everything I did before because I'm gonna do it again anyway. In the drawing I'm gonna lock it and add a new layer. I'm gonna name it practice just because I wanna show you an example before we start. And then I'm gonna click on the practice layer and go to brushes and double click here, and you can see I use 3 size and I used brusher because I have a tablet. If you don't have a tablet, it's okay, you can still do amazing artworks. And variations I used 3. So press OK, and now go to the brushes, and then I'm gonna use here a blob brush tool because it uses shapes and I think it's more efficient and faster than a paintbrush tool because it uses strokes. So I'm gonna put the color on black and remove the stroke and switch it, and then zoom in and double click on the blob brush tool, and you can see I have merge only with selection on. I'm gonna explain this later on. And fidelity, I'm gonna keep it in the middle because if it's too smooth it might remove some details, and you don't want it too accurate because you want some smoothness. So press OK and let's start. So I'm gonna add little pressure and start adding more and more while I go through, and I'm gonna do it very fast because it's just an example. So that's the effect of the pressure. It gives this nice effect. So I'm just gonna add some shading very fast. And now when you have this, let's say you made a mistake here. You can go to the selection tool, select it, and get the shape builder tool and hold Alt to get the minus sign and remove this. And that's what's nice about this thing that I just clicked here, merge only with selection. If you don't have it on, everything would be one shape, while now everything is multiple shapes, which have more editing features. So let's select this now and go to the layers and add a new layer, and then copy this one and go to layer 6 and Ctrl Shift V to paste in place, and now you have 2 of them. Now lock the top one and go to the lower one and then select it and get the paint bucket or the live paint bucket and press once, and now you can color it. So get a skin tone and then paint it. And what's nice about what I did here is now while you're on the lower layer you can actually get the blob paintbrush, and now you can actually get a darker skin tone and just paint here, and it won't affect the ink, as you can see. So you can actually do this details and it won't affect the ink. So that's basically what I'm gonna do with everything later on, just this. So let's start. I'm gonna delete the layers here I created, the practice layer and layer 6. And I wanna show you one more thing. Let's zoom out. So let's remove the visibility of drawing and bring that of painting. And this is a painting I've done before. I'm gonna use the colors from this image, and here's the color samples and put them in a new layer. And now I'm gonna put the color on black and bring back drawing and add a new layer. I'm gonna name it ink, and let's start. And last, we go to the layers and we create a new layer. And now we create a small moon here. And now let's give it a maybe purple color. And this looks fine. So let's zoom in and make it a little bit smaller. First we copy and then Ctrl+Shift+V to paste in place and make it slightly smaller. And then the back one, just color it something darker. And then select both of them and make them smaller. And Ctrl+G to group and place it here for later use. And create a big circle now and change the color to a brighter purple. This works. Place it here, and then these, just make them smaller and place them. First we have to arrange, bring to front and put them here, and just copy multiple. And now get the pen tool and draw this, and then click on the big circle and copy and paste in place, and click the copy and click the pen tool shape, and then go to shape builder tool and remove this one and this one, and now we have this segment here. Let's color it something dark, and now decrease the opacity a little bit. There's two shapes on top of each other, so let's lock this one and delete the one underneath, and now we will have this. So now you can just make another copy of this one here and make it smaller, place it here, and now you can click on the big circle and go to effects and stylize and outer glow and give it an outer glow with these options. Okay, and we will have this. And we're done.